What's up, everyone? Been a minute for a video. Probably been a couple weeks since we posted one, but today I have legs. I'm not gonna lie, this might be mostly just a training video, technique ASMR, if you will. And I will periodically try to speak about where I'm at with my training, what I'm doing, what I have been doing. Been out of it for a bit. Winter shit gets to me, so I will chat about the plan going forward, kind of the periodization that I did map out in an old Instagram post, and the periodization. So I have been sticking to it. It's just I am only about midway or halfway through that recomp periods, which was like more of a maintenance period. Probably the best time in the periodization to be a little lower than normal energy levels wise and stuff. So we're gonna do this leg session, couple sets, 3 exercises. That should be it. I might add stuff too, to be honest, because I think when I made this plan, I had planned on doing a lot less volume than I want to do. And since I am midway through that recomp phase, it's time to start upping the volume a little bit. Lying hamstring curls are gonna be first. I'm gonna go ahead and warm up, get my body moving. I did do some calf raises before this. If you guys know me on my quad days, I like to do calves, get calves out of the way. It kind of opens up some room for more dorsiflexion and everything. Gets my ankles feeling nice and warm. My joints feel warm, feel better. It's kind of the similar thing with doing my ham curls first. It actually helps to lubricate my knees and help them feel better when I'm doing my quads. So calf raises were first. It's gonna help me whenever I get on the leg press. And then I'm gonna do this, leg press. And I think I have one more exercise after that, but we're gonna get to it. So with any prime machine, setting it to the lengthened position, so the end range is going to be the hardest. So I just go ahead and set this all the way back. How you do that is like this. It was here, it was at that mid-range portion. I just don't like that. I put it on the 3, and I get this lever linked as long as possible. For me, make sure this is all the way down as well. I might have to get a pad for this. This is 50 grams of Gatorade and 20 grams of whey protein. As you guys know, I wake up, kind of train first thing. I like to sip on my intra shake on the way to the gym. That's why it's kind of gone already. And then I sip the rest of it throughout the session, and then on my way home, just to help fuel the session, get those nutrients in, and get you started for the repair process once you are done training. Damn, 110 felt heavy. You can tell I've been out of training. All right, guys, I'm gonna potentiate with 140. See if it's too heavy or not. I won't lie, one of the first leg sessions, a couple of weeks, I'm gonna take it a little easy. 140 shouldn't be terrible, but I could eat my words very quickly. Almost cramped on that first rep though. Ain't my words. That's heavy as fuck. I'm gonna go down on the second side. God damn, dude. I can feel that I didn't train my legs for a while. But leg press is gonna do fucking shit. Enough with the negativity, guys. If you have anything you would like to ask in the comments for like a Q&A style video, feel free to leave a comment. I'll either answer them in the comments or I'll do a full video where I go through a workout and I just answer a bunch of those questions while I'm training. That'll probably be a good something for y'all to be able to engage with and stuff. So rather than me feeling like shit and watching me train my legs as best as I can, like almost cramping on every rep. I'm like, which one's gonna do it? These bitches are weak. Ooh. My legs are pumped the fuck up. Oh my God. If you remember, I also did my gaining phase, my massing phase. I put my legs on maintenance. So going from putting my legs on maintenance to kind of having a couple of weeks of real shit training, plus getting back into it for a week, my legs are like completely fresh and ready to put on some tissue or gain some of that lean tissue back that I lost, which happened super quick. If you guys have ever gotten injured and had to take time away from the gym, you probably have experienced that where you think like, oh man, lost all my size. And then 2 weeks of training later, you're like, okay, I'm getting this shit back quick. But since I was still training through that time, maintained most of my leg size. And then, you know, it was only really like 2 weeks or so that the training was basically non-existent. So should be, get back to what I was doing pretty quick. Should have really good pumps and stuff for quite some time because my legs, putting them on maintenance, resensitizes them to high training volumes, which primes them for muscle growth. As long as I get enough protein in my diet, even if I'm dieting down, I'm gonna gain back a lot of that and even probably grow a little bit. That's why I like to do maintenance phases for my contest prep clients prior to going into contest prep. Maintain the muscle wherever you mass to, maintain for like 4 to 6 weeks, and then go into prep. You're gonna realize at the end of prep, you maintain way more lean tissue. I'm gonna do one more set here. I'm gonna be sore for like 2 weeks. That was hyperbole though. I'm just kidding, not really 2 weeks. Programming, adding into the app, I'm adding a quad exercise because I only had the 2 today because I just remember I deleted one exercise, which doesn't really matter because I wasn't really training anyway. So I'm looking for a second quad exercise, which I'm likely gonna do like a lunge variation.
You think plenty hard at work and with your family. So when it comes to dieting to lose weight and fat, maybe you'd rather it be simple. Our Simple Science diet requires 0 macro counting, no math at all, no logging, and no special knowledge about meal prep. It's a 1-page diet that you can literally clip to your fridge door and use to get into the shape of your life. All you have to do is bring the diligence because we've taken care of the rest. Included at no additional cost are RP gym-free at-home fitness plan, 8 easy-to-understand ebooks covering diet science, cooking, and the basics of fitness, alongside guides for both preparing meals at home and eating well on the go. Click the link in the description of this video to get started.
The 2 most painful pumps for me are both biceps muscles. Bicep femoris and then bicep. Fucking hell. Probably won't even fucking bother with putting my shoes on today, guys. I know this is gonna take a hit. I'm likely gonna warm up to like 405 and see how that feels. Oh my God. So I added one more. 4 or 5 is not terrible. Probably contribute that to maintaining the maintenance volume I did. The Smith squats were pretty fucking heavy last mesocycle. I should be good to hit this for a good set or two. We'll see. I do want to land in that 10 to 15 range. So we'll see how this feels. I'm definitely okay if I get the lower end of that range with this right now, because I know as the tissue comes back, as the farm is reintroduced, this is gonna go up pretty quickly. So I might stick with this for the remainder of the mesocycle, kind of like add reps and sets as the weeks go on. That's a really good way to overload and not overdo it on the weight. Could I do more weight as the volume is, or as the time is going on and as the farm is being reintroduced? Yes, probably. With my current state of how I feel, I already know that would be stupid. Joints and stuff were really weird at that last mesocycle. I had some weird hip stuff going on. Knees were a little iffy. Hamstring had some like weird little pain in the, like nerve-wise. So lower back probably has a small issue, and I just want to make sure that I'm not doing any axial loaded stuff to inflame that area anymore and let it heal itself properly. So having that lower back pad there, making sure that I'm not going too kyphotic and doing the butt wink on the leg press even. I'm just really going slow and controlling the reps. It's nothing crazy or serious. I'm just very in tune with what I feel like before an injury and what I feel like when I'm pretty much good to go. With these small little, like the hip thing, I had the hip thing during prep too, probably like all of 8 weeks out. And it just made posing hard really. And as I pulled back the volume, did more stuff like this, it got better, healed itself. It was really the Smith squats. Those were dumb, and I knew they were dumb. I knew they were dumb. We even said it in that video. I was like, I'm keeping these in because I enjoy them. But that's why we do what we need to do and not what we want to do, guys. When it comes to muscle building and when it comes to being a professional bodybuilder, if you're in the gym to get the most gains, you do what you must. You know, I go 80-20 need versus want for clients that are like Gen Pop, but like 95-5 for clients who are bodybuilders. Like you need to do what you have to do. You don't need to do what you want. You want to do what you want. We're gonna hit a set, see how it feels. Oh, shit. Oh, that's perfect. 11. Probably the best set of legs I've done in a long time. I felt good. All right, one more set here. And then one set of dumbbell Bulgarians, probably. I just don't really care, guys. I'm gonna keep training lunge variations. One, I like them. Two, they're great stimulus. I know my glutes are kind of overpowering, but it's not gonna be a big deal. Plus, if I just keep them muscular, I'll see more striations in them. I'm not downsizing shit anymore for anyone. Go for a look that I like, and if it does well on the classic stage, hell yeah. If it doesn't, still have a great physique. That was fucking hard. Good Lord. All right, 2 sets there. This will be the best leg workout I've had in a very long time, guys. That was a really good set right there. I've said this many times, but if you can just attach your ego in the gym to your technique on exercises instead of on how hardcore you think you are, moving a shitload of plates, you're gonna see a lot more progress. Don't get pissed at yourself for missing a 1 rep max that you shouldn't be doing anyway. Get pissed at yourself for when your technique breaks down and you shift the focus to a different muscle group that you're training, and you realize you didn't get as deep as you should have, and you realize, man, that rep could have been held in the lengthy position a little longer, or get to a point where your technique is so flawless because you attached your ego to it for so long that you have no choice but to grow with the way you put the intent behind the technique, pushing really close to failure, doing the appropriate amount of volume, not overdoing it, and not doing way too much weight that you can't handle that you pretend you can. We're in here to make progress, guys. Again, we do what we have to do. We do what we need to do. We don't do what we want to do. Doing what you want. If I did what I want, guys, straight up, to be honest with you guys, I'm going through some shit, man. And I don't feel good. And I don't want to be here. That's been going on for a good month. And there were days where I drove to the gym a couple times and I just sat in the parking lot, didn't go in. I had 1-2 days of that match where I would get sick of my shit, go inside and at least try to train, do a little session just to keep myself consistent enough so that when I picked it back up, it was easy to get in that groove. Because I knew if I allowed myself to get into that funk for 1, 2, 3 weeks and like just not go to the gym at all and stay on my couch like I want to be doing right now, this shit would not come back the way that you want it to. Do what you need to do. When you're a pro, when you're somebody who's serious about hypertrophy training, when you're somebody who's serious about a weight loss goal because you want to be able to play with your kids until you're in your 60s, 70s, you got to come in, you got to do what you need to do. Even if that's just getting the work done. Attach the ego to your technique. Attach the ego to just little blips of progress here and there. If you are somebody who's gym pop, you don't got to beat yourself up for going through shit. Maybe do a little tough love on yourself whenever you don't come in for a really long time and your only excuse is, oh, I don't feel like I have time. Just try to do something. Doing something is better than doing nothing, regardless of what people say. Now, when you're a professional bodybuilder, doing something really lazily and not just instead using that time for recovery, that might be a different story. That might be a different story. If you're a pro bodybuilder and it's a hard day for you, you're in the middle of a training cycle, it's super hard. And you can go into the gym today, you could do your back session, and you're like, it might not be that great. Use that day for recovery. Do the back session tomorrow, and actually go in with intent. That's probably smarter. If you haven't been in the gym in a week or two, and your excuse is time, and you're worried about if you're gonna progress, something's better than nothing. So a little tidbit of wisdom for the video. We're gonna go do these Bulgarians, so my dumper can be a mega dumper, and get a little more quad stimulus while we're doing that too. I'll go show you guys how I set those up. There's a ton of ways to set up dumbbell or just Bulgarians in general. The way I set up Bulgarians, for most people, back support, so I'll have my foot back on something, front foot out a little further. Contralateral, I'll have a dumbbell in the opposite hand with assistance in this, and it'll go down. Now I'm only doing one set today, so that's how I'm gonna do them. But another really good way is using the safety bar, and you'll have it here, and then you can unrack. And the safety bar, you can either just set it back like this and do it with like support back here, or because it's a safety bar, it stays on your traps. If you want, you can do this, and the bar will stay on your traps, and you can just make sure you have balance while the bar stays there. That's a totally fine way to do it as well. I'm not going through all that fucking setup today because this one set, and I haven't trained legs, and this is gonna fuck me up. I do one set of lunges, and my glutes are sore for like 2 weeks. Like, that's not a joke. With that being said, with it only being one set, I'm gonna do dumbbell Bulgarians. Contralaterally, I'll do them right here. I'll find something to support my back foot. I would use something more comfy than I'm gonna use, because I'm probably just gonna use one of these boxes here. They have that little roll pad thing you can put your ankle on. It feels nice. I just don't give a shit, so I'm gonna use this. And I'm probably just gonna do them here. Like this. So I'm gonna go dumbbell, probably like a 40 or something. The quads are nice and warm from the leg press, so I'm just gonna hop in. Probably one good set of 10 to 15 on each leg. Try to control. For me, I'm gonna push my knee a little more forward than I would have people do for like a glute style, just to do a little more quad. But this is also gonna hit your glutes really well. So if you wanna emphasize the glutes, elevate the front foot, kind of sit back a little more. Torso right here. Nice deep stretch. Just right here, right here, right here. And I'm gonna be doing it like this. Knee forward a little more. Without an elevated front foot. You can elevate the front foot either way. I'm just not going to. I get pretty deep anyway. Contralateral, again, that means you're holding the weight in the opposing hand with stabilization on the same side. This is easy because the dumbbells sit right here nice in this quad. And just nice and deep. Oh, I'm trying to use that front leg as much as possible. So as you notice on the top, my back leg comes off this box a little bit because I'm pushing mostly with the front leg. Keep that in mind when you're doing these. Try not to use the back leg a ton. Don't pull yourself up with this. It's just for stabilization. Force shut my dick so they don't snap, rip a hole. Give everyone a show. Now with these, also, you can wait quite a long time between legs. Just make sure you don't get confused on which leg you're on. I'm probably just gonna go into it. Oh, cool. And then you can just sit on your box afterwards. All right, guys, that's the video. Drop a Comment below for the Q&A video I'm gonna do for y'all. Just anything else you'd like to see. Promise to keep putting these out. Even if we're in a funk, even if we're massing, even if we're dieting, even if we're traveling, we'll try to have videos out for you guys. So if you watched all the way through, I appreciate you. Hit the like, all that good shit. Share the video. I'm going to eat a big bowl of cereal now.